This is the end of the beginning. Welcome to today's show. This is another important video. I want to discuss the potential of a smart city. Now, think of this perspective, and I'm going to show you some stuff. There's an article from 2018 from the World Economic Forum, and that article is about Hawaii having plans to be the first U.S. state to run entirely on clean energy. And there's another article from the World Economic Forum that talks about our alliance is creating smart city governance, okay? They aren't gonna be able to build smart cities unless they destroy the cities first, because they have to run out the small business owners who are not gonna be on board or comply to their smart city nonsense. Their smart city is going to limit productivity, even though they pretend like it's going to increase it. Hawaii and the plans for to be the first USA to run entirely and to get into the smart city, this is all stuff you need to see, because we all know the World Economic Forum are the ones pulling the strings, right? So if we know that when we see a fire like that, then the second that we hear that the plans are to bring in a smart city, you'll know why it was done. Lahaina is not a huge city. It's very small. It's more of a town than a city, but it's all small businesses. It's small restaurants, it's small art galleries, it's small souvenir shops. People, when they go to Maui, go there for that reason. They couldn't destroy somewhere like Honolulu. And we had the governor of Hawaii, who happens to be go by the name of Josh Green. You can't make it up, right? Green is in green energy. Who was just at the United Nations 2 months ago talking about Hawaii and being the first state to be 100% sustainable. Take a listen to this guy.
Governor Josh Green touted Hawaii's sustainability accomplishments at the United Nations Economic and Social Council in New York City.
We tried to lead on energy and climate. We were the first state to mandate 100% renewable energy for electricity. So it's, again, an opportunity as a small state with technically a small footprint, but we do punch above our weight a little bit because of our position in the Pacific.
So that's Governor Green. I mean, this is how in our faces this stuff is, right? It's about green energy. It's the green plan. Governor Green was just put in place in 2022. And the first, less than a year, this happens. He's already just been at the United Nations 4 weeks ago. He was there 4 weeks ago. July 12th and July 19th. He was, through the 19th. That's when he was there. Okay. And he's talking about this stuff. Now, then we have to look at what a smart city is, because a lot of people out there don't understand that it's an enslavement city. They see all this tech and they're like, that's high tech, that's really neat. And one of the things that's going on in our country, you probably hear all these stories, right? Oh my goodness, Oregon's going to crap, San Francisco's going to crap, New York's going to crap. That's done by design. That's done to weed out business owners, to make them leave. They need to build smart cities. They're not going to be able to torch every city, so they need to destroy them economically. Look how many businesses have gone under in San Francisco. Malls going under, street stores going under. San Francisco is a hub. It is filled with rich people. Okay, so this is done by design. We know big tech runs not only out of California, they run out of San Francisco, Twitter, etc. So this is done by design. The World Economic Forum, their whole goal, our alliance is creating smart city governance, okay, which is control, right? Then it will be coming eventually to San Francisco and Oregon and Los Angeles. All these cities that they're destroying are going to turn into these smart city bubbles. Image now, which would be a smart city. Take a look at this hell on earth.
Incentives to drive less, like connecting cycling and walking networks citywide in hopes that 80% of trips by 2030 will be transportation pricing in the Metro Core, and creating a carbon pollution surcharge on residential parking permits. But all of this
So, I mean, that's what it looks like. And I understand the youth are going to think that that's cool because they think all that stuff's fancy and cool. They have they're like, wow, a flying car or a bike, I can get everywhere in 15 minutes. Oh, and it's going to be all. But think about Maui, right? When people are like, I went to Hawaii, like 95% of people that travel to the Hawaiian Islands go directly to Maui, like direct flights. There never used to be. Maui is like one of the top destination points in the world. People go from all over to go to Maui. They don't necessarily go to the Big Island or Honolulu. They go to Maui. So they could build this whole thing on a place that's a very desirable island, and they can lure people in that way too. Oh, it's Maui. Maui's a destination place, and it is a beautiful place. If you look at it, was at least. It's tragic what they're doing. So, I mean, it absolutely breaks my heart seeing these people in the streets and the airport. How convenient. They have laser tech, and now these fires are starting while they're telling us that there's climate change and they want to bring in smart cities, and then they're letting all the cities go to crap, right? They're letting the cities just be run with drugs, run with homeless people. People are sticking themselves up in the streets, and the cops aren't even arresting them. It's insanity. It's insanity if you look at Oregon, right? Like, there's nothing of like the hotels, like, oh, the Hyatt, the Marriott, really expensive hotels in Maui getting torched because those guys are one of them. But they took down a small little city there that was only filled with small business owners. That's it. Nobody there was a big giant tech company or a big business. It was just all little guys, all innocent people. I thank you guys again. God bless all of you as always and your families.